Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you right now that this is so simple. If you feel it's complicated or you have a lot of questions, that try not to overthink it. As Madeline says, pull out your big red simplify button and start pushing it, because this commission plan is very simple. And the way that I explain it today is going to be exactly that, very simple. Okay, so again, pull out your commission plan. If you printed it out or if you have your back office open, then just kind of follow along here, and then towards the end, after I kind of cover all the information, we're going to do like a Q&A and maybe pick up the pieces that I may have forgotten as I explain all of this. So with that being said, let's start on the first page. Just to kind of cover the cost of being an affiliate, as it says at the top there, there's a one-time $29.99 fee for affiliates, and then after that, it's a $10 a month technology subscription. So just be aware of this, that the $30 one-time fee and the $10 a month, it's non-commissionable for everyone on your team that's an affiliate, and then also you will not be receiving tokens for the $10 a month technology subscription. I realize in the beginning that we had talked about possibly giving out tokens for that, but as Madeline had said, things are constantly changing in the app world, and that has changed as well. Now, with that said, keep in mind that we may be able to work around some legalities and be able to give you all tokens with your $10 a month technology subscription. But just remember, we're working on that, no promises, and how that's exactly going to work, we will let you know, because like I just said, Madeline's working on it. Okay, scroll down to the bottom of page 1, you're going to see some terms that you need to understand the commission plan. Okay, let's jump right in. There are 3 different ways that affiliates can earn here at United Games as an affiliate. When tokens are acquired, that means when tokens are purchased within the game, they can be purchased in 2 different ways. One, you can purchase them through the iTunes store with a credit card, just like any other game. You'll also be able to purchase them like in bundles through our website, and the cost will more than likely be a little bit less by doing so. So those are the 2 different ways that you can purchase the tokens. Now let's say that you're a 13 to 18-year-old and don't want to ask mom and dad for their credit card, but you still want to play this game and unlock different features by using these tokens. You have the ability to use our freemium play model, which is click on in-app advertisers and advertisements that will purchase tokens for you. So for example, if you're playing the game and you want to unlock a feature or a different level or whatever it is, and you click on an advertisement, it could be Domino's Pizza, it could be Geico's, it could be anything. You could watch a couple videos or maybe fill out a survey or maybe order something from them. There's going to be so many different ways that you can actually obtain or acquire these tokens from these advertisers. But you can do that up to 5 times a day. 5 tokens a day, that hasn't changed so far, and you're able to do that and use the tokens within the game. So as a company, we don't care how you acquire your tokens because we get paid the same. And in the commission plan, whether those tokens are purchased with a credit card or through an advertisement, it doesn't matter. The commission plan, $1 is $1. Now, what is a token going to be worth in the commission plan? We don't know yet. It may be 1 token for $1, or it may be 11 tokens for $1. We're working on that because, like I said before, the app world is ever changing, and simply in the last 3 months, things have changed quite a bit, and so we're trying to keep up with the times, and we will let you know as soon as we know. So I know that your minds and you just want to know these details, but I'd hate to tell you one thing today and then tomorrow, it's changed, and then the day after that, it's changed again. So just be patient with us, and we'll clarify that as soon as we have made a final decision. So when tokens are acquired, anyone on your Tier 1, you will obtain 10%. as you see on the commission plan, commissions for tokens acquired. Look at your little graph there, or chart, and you see on your Tier 1, doesn't matter what zone you're in, it's 10%. Tier 2, 5%. It goes all the way down to Tier 9, which is 0.5%. So as you unlock the additional zones, you will receive these additional commissions on the tiers. Now, I've been asked the question here in our customer support, is like, what happens to everybody on Tier 10 and below? Can we get paid on them in any way, shape, or form? Well, the answer is, unfortunately, no. Anyone outside of your Tier 9, you will not be able to get a commission on unless they are your personally sponsored, and you'll be able to make a check match on them, and I will get into that here in just a minute. So tokens acquired, Tier 1 to Tier 9 starts at 10%, goes all the way down to 5%. Now, if you have a spreadsheet and you kind of fill in the numbers here on Tier 1, let's say you invite 10 affiliates, and then on your Tier 2 they each invite 7, and then Tier 3 they each invite 5, and so on and so forth, then once you get down to Tier 9, those numbers become substantial. Yeah, and the depth will grow naturally. We were teaching people here what's the best way to, when the question they ask us, what's the best way to obtain the highest commission? Well, it's to go wide. And you can go infinite wide, and that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, the highest commission check. So there's nothing you can do about depth. It's going to happen naturally. We have some affiliates who have teams way down into, like, I believe it's Tier 20-something. And unfortunately, they can't get paid past Tier 9. And that depth, I mean, all that volume is not wasted, but it's just uncommissionable. So with that being said, go wide. Go as wide as you can, because the higher you are in the tiers, the more you're going to get paid. So now that you have acquired your token, the next way that you can actually get paid is by when that token is played. So we have some affiliates, whether they're very well-known affiliates or, you know, the average Joe who builds a big team, and these people acquire these tokens, but, you know, sometimes these affiliates don't want to play the game. They're just like, no, I'm not interested, or I'm not really a sports fan, or, you know, whatever reason that they have, and, you know, that's okay. But, and there's a big but, if you play the game, you can take advantage of an additional up to 10% of commission. Because as you see in the tokens played, if you unlock Zone 4 and you can get invited to a game, or you start a game and you invite players who invite affiliates, who invite players, who invite, you know, and so on and so forth, you can make it up to an additional 10% on those tokens played. So, for example, Steve, let's say that I invite you to my game, and you invite, let's say, 10 players who invite 10 players who invite 10 players. But then an affiliate is in the mix, and then the affiliate comes in, and that marks the next tier. So now that's Tier 2, and they invite players and so on and so forth. So let's say you have 5,000 people playing in your game, and you have 5 tiers in your game. Well, you can take advantage of the 4 tiers, which is an additional 10% of those token plays. Now, these are the same tokens that you just were paid on when they were acquired, when they were purchased. So that's a whole additional up to 10%. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't have to start the game. You just have to join a game and then bring people in and invite them to play the game with you, who then in turn they invite people. But if you don't want to play the game, or let's say you can't play the game, you have a prior engagement, and, you know, that's okay, because if somebody that you invite, whether it's your player or your affiliate on your team, gets invited to another game that you're not playing in, you can still make a commission when they acquire tokens in that game. Because if they're playing in a game, more than likely they're spending tokens. And when they spend tokens, they need more tokens. And so they'll purchase more tokens. And when they do that, you get your 10%, or wherever they're at in your in your team. Now, you won't take advantage of the tokens played, unfortunately, but you could at any time by inviting them to a game. Okay, so that's as simple as that when tokens are acquired and tokens are played. Now, if you scroll down to the next screen, we're going to cover check matching. Now, I think this is probably the most confusing part of the commission plan for a lot of people when it really doesn't have to be. And if you look on the top of, let's see what page is, page 4, where it's number 3, check matching paragraph right there. If you look to the second to the last sentence, it says, it is based on your personally referred affiliates. That's the most important sentence in that paragraph, in the whole check match, in my opinion. Because if you invite an affiliate, they are now your personally sponsored. And more than likely, they're in your Tier 1. Just like that little diagram picture shows right there, where it says the Tier 1 and it's green, and Tier 2 it's blue, and all the way down to Tier 5, which is like a gray. You could use your holding tank to place your personally sponsored affiliate and place them anywhere in your organization. It could be on your Tier 5, it could be on your Tier 25. It doesn't matter. As long as you retain sponsorship, then you will get check match. If you look in the diagram, the highlighted little figures are the personally sponsored. But if you notice, there's one highlighted figure on Tier 3, and there's one highlighted figure on Tier 5. This person is still getting check match on those people, even though that they are not on his Tier 1. So again, it's based on your personally referred affiliates, and you will get a check match. You'll get 20% check match, and as they bring affiliates in, even if they're on your Tier 20, you get your 20% check match. If they bring an affiliate in, you can get a 10% check match if you unlock Zone 2, and so forth all the way down to Zone 4, which you can get a 5% on Tier 4. It doesn't matter where they're at in your organization. It all starts with your personally sponsored affiliate. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Okay? I'm nearly done here because of its simplicity here. The recognition level qualifications, that really doesn't have anything to do with the commission plan. It's in there, but it's just, recognition for different levels. When you hit certain benchmarks with purchase token volume and spent token volume, or the combination of both. It may be when you enter a game, it may recognize you as, a head coach or a general manager, or maybe if you start a league and you've met the qualifications for a commissioner. People will see that you're a commissioner in your league, saying, okay, well, this person knows what they're doing. They've been playing this a long time. I'm sure they have they put on some fun games, so I'm going to play with them. Something like that. So, but the last thing I want to cover right here is how to unlock those commission zones. Simple as this. You sign up as an affiliate, you're active, boom, you're in Zone 1. It's easy as that. Okay? So you can take all of the advantages of all the percentages in the Zone 1. Now for Zone 2, you have to be an active affiliate as well. And the requirements are this. 1, you have to have 5 personally referred active affiliates. Just 5. You can have 500, but you just need a minimum of 5. The second one is you need 25,000 in total team token volume. Now, for some reason, I think that people have a stachoma in their eye when they read that because they don't see total team token volume. Now, total team token volume means not your Tier 1 through Tier 9 where you get paid on tokens acquired. Your total team is your total team, exactly what it says. If your team is 20 tiers deep, you count 20 tiers of total team token volume. If it's 10 tiers deep, you count all 10 tiers. It doesn't matter. It's your entire team. Now, this is just to unlock the zones, and that's it. You're not getting paid past Tier 9 on tokens acquired, and you're not getting paid past Tier 4 on tokens played. It's just the how you unlock the zones. Now, the last qualification, it's again, this is where we get a lot of questions here, is no more than 50% of total token volume can come from one personally referred affiliate line. So if you look over to the example, the little diagram of the pictures next to it, you'll see, Tier 1's green, Tier 2's blue, all the way down to Tier 5 again, but you'll see some little figures crossed off. Don't mind that right now. So that means that on his Tier 1, he has, let's say he has 6. Okay? So of those 6 personally sponsored active affiliates, if the first one has 25,000 on his team in total team token volume, you can't count that to unlock your Zone 2. You can only count 50% of that one person, which means 12,500. So if you go to the next person and they only have 2,000, well, that's great. You can count the 2,000. And the third person, they have 4,000, so on and so forth. As long as the remaining 5 add up to at least 12,500, which would be a total of 25,000, then boom, you're golden. You unlock Zone 2. You're good to go. Or you could just have 2 people. Let's say you have 2 affiliates on your Tier 1 that each have like at least 12,500 on their team. And that's all you need. And then boom, you've unlocked Zone 2. You're good to go. Zones 3 and 4, it says TBA, and we've talked about this 100 times. That's to be announced because we don't know exactly where that needs to be right now. We will be releasing that information once we get closer to the app launch, or probably just after the app launch. We don't know yet, because right now we don't want to put a number where it would be a disadvantage to you or an advantage to you. We want to find that golden middle number right there in the middle, and we're working on it because we're growing so fast, but we will announce that as soon as we possibly know. Okay? With that being said, Steve, how easy was that?
Fantastic, Rob. I think that cleared up for a lot of people, but I guess I'm a little old school and I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I want to go back and I want to touch base on a couple things. If you could just clarify it for me. I just want to be perfectly clear, if you don't mind. So,
sure.
So with the check match, okay? So I'm in Zone 1. I get 20% of the affiliate that I personally sponsor, correct? So let's say I sponsor you. So everything that you earn in the uni level, I get 20% of that, correct?
Correct. Well,
okay.
Correct and incorrect. Let me clarify on that. So if you have an affiliate on your Tier 1 and you get a check match on them, you get a check match on what they get paid for on tokens acquired and tokens played. You don't get a check match on their check match. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Because they're going to have affiliates on their Tier 1, and they're going to get a check match on that. You're not going to get a check match on a check match, on a check match, on a check match, all the way down.
Right.
Does that make sense?
So it makes complete sense. So let's go a little farther along here in the zone. So let's just jump to Zone 4. Assume that I have qualified to get to Zone 4. So if I sponsor you as my affiliate, I get 20% of everything you do, tokens acquired and tokens played, but not check match. We've already ascertained that. So if you sponsor Bob as an affiliate, I then get 10% of Bob's check as well, because you personally sponsored him and I personally sponsored you?
Absolutely.
And then if Bob sponsors Bill, I get 5% of Bill's check, and then if Bill sponsors Sue, I get 5% of her check. But we're all connected.
Because Bob will get 20%, all the way down to Tier 4.
All right, fantastic. I think we've crystallized that. There's one other element I want to get back into. It's tokens played. Now, as far as tokens played, let's just use an example where you host a game, or let's just say Ray Lewis hosts a game, right? Okay, so Ray Lewis hosts a game. He's going to bring in a bunch of players because he's got a huge social network. They come in, all the tokens that are played in that game, he's going to earn 5%, all under his personal players that come in, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So to get paid on his level 2, if I'm an affiliate and I come on into Ray's game, I would be on his Tier 1. So he would earn 5% of the tokens that I play in the game. But if I invite, as an affiliate, players to the game, I get paid for bringing players on because I'm an affiliate?
Correct.
Okay. And
Ray will make 2% of whoever you invite.
And I would earn 5% of all the players that I invite to be in Ray's game, correct?
Correct.
And then if I'm in Zone 4, it'd go all the way down. It would go 5, 3, 2, 1, the same way.
5, 2, 2, 1.
Or 5221, correct. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That is powerful. When I first looked at that, I didn't understand that element. I thought Ray was the one that earned all the commissions down the 4 tiers. So I was always saying to people, well, there's a little bit of money to be made actually in playing tokens. There is a lot of money to be made in playing tokens and engaging with other athletes when the games are on and encouraging your people to come and play. It's huge. It's really substantial,
Absolutely.
and I was blown away that I missed that early on. But like I said, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, so it takes me a few times to get stuff like this.
So let me ask you this: how many people can play in a game? How many affiliates and players can play in a game?
Isn't it unlimited?
It is unlimited.
Hey, do I get a prize for that?
yeah, you get 5% on your tier 1 as you play a game.
Great. Yeah, so it's very powerful, people. So I want you to let that sink in because it is huge. And here's one other thing I want to throw at you, Rob. It's about the question that came up was, what if an affiliate comes in, a new affiliate comes in like the day before we pause the affiliate program? How are they going to be able to unlock the other zones if they don't have the number of affiliates or they can't enroll any affiliates? Is there going to be a way that the company is going to allow them to offset the lack of affiliates by potentially bringing on additional tokens? How is that going to roll out?
Very good question. We thought a bit about this about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, when we knew that we were going to be pausing the program. The answer to that is absolutely yes. We will have a strategy in place for them to take advantage of unlocking the additional zones. Even though if they sign up as an affiliate in the last 2 minutes before we pause the program, there will be a way for them to unlock zones 2, 3, and 4. Now, details about that are yet to come because we're still finalizing them.
Right.
So again,
I'm sure it's going to be
patient
fair
with us. Yes, it will be fair. Absolutely. If you know anything at all about Jeff Henderson, he is nothing but fair.
Well, so far what I've seen from you guys, you're all pros right across the board, and we're in this together and we're building a legacy. So we're a team. So let's be patient and just forge forward.
Once we pause the affiliate program, folks, you won't be able to sign up any more affiliates, and players will not be able to convert to affiliates either. Whoever's in is in, and that is it.
And folks, I want to share a little bit of my thoughts on that. Again, I'm not in corporate, but I don't think they're going to open it again because it's going to be based on the number of players and the growth rate that we have. I think this is a one-shot deal, so you better focus your attention that way. If they do open it again sometime in the future, it's going to be just a little bit of luck for us. But don't think you can just hold off and, they'll open it again, I'll get more affiliates, because you could be shooting yourself in the foot.
Could you repeat the dates of that again?
The dates for the pause?
Yes. I mean, what's our time frame?
We don't actually have a date yet. It will be before the app is launched, so that is absolutely for sure. But we don't have an exact date yet. We will let you guys know, and we will give you plenty of notice, a few weeks' notice, on when that date will be.
Okay.